This happened over a year ago and I'm still upset. I've been in therapy. I'm on medication for depression, which I've had for years, and whenever I feel like I'm getting better I see something of them. I had a boyfriend. He was funny, super funny, and so smart I was smitten. I fell so hard and fast. He was my first real boyfriend in college. He was taken with me too. He thought I was hilarious. Even encouraged me to do stand-up for the first time. I still do it. We would talk about philosophy, debate, books, music. I thought he was perfect. We got serious enough that I finally got to meet his friends. He wasn't super social, only had maybe 3 close friends. One of them, we'll call her Emma, was a friend from high school. Now here is the important part. We were both 20 and she was 17. She skipped a grade or something. I met her and thought she was cool. I was definitely proud that I was fine with him have healthy female friendships because I had guy friends too. What's a relationship without trust, no? Plus, she was 17 and still in high school. Funny story, when he introduced us we found out she lived directly behind my house in a different neighborhood. I actually had shot an arrow in her backyard once years ago and she gave it back to me when we met. We became fast friends. She was like a sister I never had. Plus she was coming to our college the next year. We'd all hang out all the time. Have a ton of fun. At one point I did ask if she ever liked him because they were just so close and I'd understand. She said of course not. He was like a brother to her. I left it at that. Cut to a year later. She's at college with us. Emma turns 18. And my boyfriend, we'll call him Tom, gets distant. He goes to a comedy show with his friends and didn't invite me. And goes and they all spend the night. He doesn't want to hang out with me unless Emma is there. At one point he flat out ignores me, and I had to ask Emma if she had heard from him. She says she was going to hang out with him that night, alone. I lost it. He was cheating on me. I broke up with him and they said they got together when she turned 18. I was and still am disgusted. When I looked back on the relationship, I can maybe count on one hand the amount of times we truly were together without Emma third-wheeling us. I was a surrogate, emotionally and physically, for this guy until the girl he actually loved was legal to fuck. What made it worse was that my parents were currently going through a divorce because my dad had cheated for years and our family found out by accident. And Tom knew. And Emma knew. Because they were my friends and I cried about it in front of them. Knowing that I was emotionally vulnerable in front of them makes me sick. I let him have it. In the relationship he was narcissistic, always judging me, and acted like he had to teach something. I told him that him always wanting her around in order to hang out with me was disgusting. I basically yelled at him for an hour and cried. Not my greatest moment. It made me so sick I was having anxiety attacks, increased depression. I had to drop out of college because being there made me sick. I tried to kill myself last year. My other friends didn't understand and lost touch. I had to move to a different city to be a bartender for a year. The thing that got to me was that yesterday I was on Instagram and I saw them together on one of my friends' accounts. They were smiling and are so happy to be celebrating over a year of being together. They make me sick. I trusted both of them and they betrayed me and set my life off course for a minute, but they get to be so happy because their relationship was built on a foundation that is my broken back they stomped all over. I still have anxiety, my depression is terrible, and yes I have trust issues. Thankfully I'm going back to school for something I care about. I've accepted I'm bisexual finally as well. What's upsetting me the most is that I'm still upset.